rest for me and no rest for the Championship as the matches come thick and fast. Norwich are your current leaders, but will they be there after this midweek? We'll take a little look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction show. Today we take a look at Matchday number 13 and the Championship, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Championship related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all hear under one Rooski. I'm on the bloody road again, still on the bloody road, and I'm sweating my bloody ass off in the old car here. But needs must, predictions keep on coming, the football keeps on coming, of course. But anyway, we'll talk more about that in a minute. I want a big shout out, of course, to the patrons. You know who you are, the VIP gang supporting the channel behind the bloody scenes. I do appreciate that, guys. So yeah, let's get into the thick of things, shall we? Take a little look at how we all got on, of course, last time around with my pickaroonies. It's going to be a bit weird trying to orchestrate this, but we're going to give it a go. So let's kick it all off. Where are we going to kick it all off? Of course, we'll take a little look, of course, at how I got on with my picks. So let's get into it, boys and girls. Where are we? Let's get into it. I've got to find the bloody things first. Here we go. Of course, it was the home away from home for Coventry as they took on Birmingham City, the current residents of course, St Andrews. It ended up as a 0-0 draw in the end. I actually went with a 2-1 win myself on that one, so not too great for me prediction-wise. On the flip side, next up, what do we have on the agenda here? I can't bloody see. I need my monitors. I need my bloody monitors, but we're going to get into it. We're going to see it. Of course, it was Bournemouth taking on Reading. It ended up as a 4-2 win for Bournemouth. I actually went with a 2-0 win myself for Bournemouth. Ain't too shabby on that one. Goal scorers on the day were Lucas Jow, of course, extra over on the score sheet for the visitors. Sonny Aluko giving Reading a 2-goal lead on that one before Dominic Solanke, Grunewald, Lewis Cook and Dominic Solanke again to give Bournemouth the old victory on that bad boy to take it to the house on that one. Meanwhile, Bristol City took the 3 points against Derby, Wayne Mooney's Derby. Of course, 1-0 win on the day, 1-1 for me. What did I get on that one? Actually went, the goal scorers on the day was Fama Diodari on the 78th minute to get Bristol City back into the contention now, sitting third in the table. So good result for them. Barnsley 2-0 winners over Forest. Oh my goodness, it looks like Barnsley could be the real bloody deal here. Callum Stiles on the score sheet. Corley Woodrow as well on a 2-0 win. Actually went with a 2-2 draw myself. Meanwhile, in the Jordan Rhodes derby, it wasn't Jordan Rhodes on the score sheet. But it was Timu Puki on the score sheet, a 1-0 win for Norwich over Middlesbrough at the Riverside. I actually went with a 0-0 draw myself on that one, so yeah, not too brilliant, but hey, each to their own, each to the bloody own. Next up it was Millwall against Cardiff in the Neil Harris Gary Rowett derby, 1-1 as the final score in the end. Actually went with a 1-0 win for Millwall. The goal scorers on the day were Matt Smith, not the Doctor Who, but the goal scorer Matt Smith on the score sheet for Millwall. Kiefer Moore again, equaliser for Cardiff late on that bad boy. Kicking on forward, what do we have? It was, of course, Luton Town against Rovers, 1-1 in the end. Berry on the score sheet for Luton on the 69th minute. Luke Berry, that is. And 72 minutes, Sam Gallagher equalised it in a 1-1 draw. Actually, with a 2-1 win for Rovers. Just one goal shy, but ultimately wrong. Meanwhile, Preston North End against Sheffield Wednesday ended up as a 1-0 win for North End. So no new manager bounce for Sheffield Wednesday under Tony Pulis, of course. Josh Windus got himself sent off. Tom Barkhusen get the 1-0 goal. Of course, that's next Rovers opposition, Preston. So hopefully they'll go back to their old form back at home, of course, but unfortunately for Wednesday, no win there. Meanwhile, a surprise of the week, QPR against Watford ended up 1-1 in the end. Watford could only master a point. The goals coming from Ben Wilmot for the visitors, and then Ilias Chair getting the equaliser for QPR as they took share of the sports. Actually went with a 2-1 win for Watford on that one. So yeah, brilliant for them, not too shabby for Watford. Meanwhile, 4-3 winners Stoke over Huddersfield. 7-goal Bobby Dazzler there. Actually went with a 2-0 win for Stoke. So I got a little bit right. Carl Eaterling on the score sheet, Nabisar, Isaac Membenza on the score sheet for Huddersfield. Tyrese Campbell got himself a couple of goals, Richard Stinn with Big Fat OG, and Sam Klukas also finding the back of the net in a 4-3 win. Swansea City against Rotherham ended up as a 1-0 win for Swansea. Of course, they move into really good shape now. The 1-0 goal scorer is Matt Grimes, extra over there as well. 3-1 win for me, not too bad on that one. Another surprise at the end, Wycombe nil, Brentford nil as well. Actually went the 2-0 win for Brentford. So shame on bloody me. So yeah, as you can see, I got myself, what did I get myself? 3 out of 12, which is pretty poopy. So a quick look at the table then sees Norwich leading the charge at the moment, 1 point clear of Bournemouth, who are in the second promotion spot. Meanwhile, Bristol City are in the playoffs, back up to third for them. Swansea City fourth, Watford fifth, and Reading are fifth. Down the foot of the table is Derby going down, Wycombe and Coventry joining them at the time of recording, of course. So you never know, things may change. You never know. Of course, it bloody well, we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, moving on, of course, Prediction League is live and active. Here we go. 0 to 4, you're in the shit-face gang, 5-9 in straight face club, 10 plus, you're in the top bins. We're going to start with Damien Heaven, or Heaven. Damien Heaven, that's a nice name there. You've got to go with, of course, not too shabby there. David Carley, not shabby as well either. Tristan 24 did bits. Mr. Norwich did okay as well. Tom Stainer, not too shabby. Shepherd, of course, you've got to give him a round of applause. Well done, brother. Well done indeed. Vincent Hong also did very, very well. Gaming Charlie, not too bad. Nathan Eva also did very, very well. Hitting a home run today, of course. Cody Cahoe did poop, but it's okay, brother. A guy named Bob, Warzone, he did okay as well. Natasha A, he's a patron, of course. He did very, very well as well. Kicking on forward with Omar Escovedo, not too bad as well. Well done, brother. Well done, well done. We are QPR did bits. Owen Armitage, not too shabby. Olaji Ojo, he also did very, very well. Well done to you as well. Shane O'Donnell did bits as well. Give him a round of applause. Yannick Buster did okay. Clarkoff, captain centre direction. He did poop. Buster did shite. Going backwards there. Period, aka full stop, did shocking. Rotaba Hollis also did pretty okay. Isaac A, he did okay. Jacobs Posh Vlogs did poop. Alex Miller did all right. Into the back end here now we go. Harry did okay. Finley Turner Smith did shite. Dennis Canali did okay. I Hate Mania did bits. And Joachim Jakobsen also did pretty well. We'll give him a round of applause. Well done, well done, well done, of course. Okay, he did okay. Simples did bits. Russell Frost also did very, very well as well. Miniaka also good. And LG and Cow, absolute shocker this past week. So kicking on forward, let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Here it comes. Asher and your leaderboard or your kingpin this week. There's two of them. It's Tom Stainer and Miniaka. They get themselves 8. Compared to my 3, that's absolutely immense. Of course, the leading patron there was Nathan Eva with 3. Third spot for him, 7 out of 12. Anyway, Escovedo is also in there. Olaji Ojo and Yoki Jakobsen. But that is just this week and this week alone. What about the overall leaderboard? Well, here it bloody comes. And your leaderboard or your kingpin is... Well, it's a 3-way tie at the moment. There is marginal errors or marginal differences here between the final percentage marks. But Russell Frost is probably your overall leader with Joki Jakobsen and OK in their third spot. But they're technically joint first spot with 48%. But again, that's right here, right now. And we're, a quarter of the way into the season. Still plenty of time to change it all up. But right here, as it stands, Russell Frost is your man, as well as alongside Joki Jakobsen and OK. So that's my picks. What about, of course, the latest round of matches? Let's get into those then, shall we? Kick it all off with Luton Town up against Birmingham Bloody City, of course, taking place on Tuesday bloody night. It's going to be interesting, of course, but let's get into it. Take a little look at these matches. Let's get into it. And Luton Town playing Birmingham. They'll be the 62nd time, in fact. The previous 61, 12 wins for Luton and 30 wins for Birmingham and 19 bloody draws. The last 4 sees 1 win for Luton, 2 wins for Birmingham and 1 bloody draw. Last time played at Kenilworth Road was, of course, last season. It was a 2-1 win for Birmingham. Lucas Joe Gary Gardner on the score sheet. James Collins as well. Heading into this, Birmingham actually failed to score in 8 of the last 10 away matches in the Championship. And of course, they come into this not the best bit of form, Birmingham, without a win in 3. Back-to-back defeats, including back-to-back defeats. There's no back-to-back defeats. There's been 2 defeats and a draw in the past 3. Meanwhile, on the flip side, Luton Town are just 1 defeat in the past 6 for them. Quick look at the bookies odds on this one. What do we have on this one? We have 8-5 for Luton, 11-5 is your draw, 17-10 is your away win. Of course, win for Luton Town. Kind of find themselves in the top 10. They actually could shoot us up to as high as 7th in the table. On the flip side, Birmingham come into this all the way down in 17th, but a win for them, they could actually go in the top of the table into 11th spot in the bloody table. For me, I've gone with a cheeky 1-0 win for Luton Town. They looked okay against Rovers, but not brilliant. Of course, at home, I think that's their major advantage, playing in such a restricted venue. Very, very tight, very compact. But we'll wait and see. Next up, of course, we have QPR taking on Rotherham. Of course, let's take a look at these bad boys then. These two are played 18 times in the past. 7 wins for QPR, 6 wins for Rotherham, and 5 bloody draws. The last 6... So these 3 wins for QPR, 2 wins for Rotherham, and 1 bloody draw. Last time played at Loftus Road was a 2-1 win for Rotherham, and that was back in March 2019. The goal scorer Sammy Ajayi with a couple of goals there. Bright Samuel as well for QPR, who's probably on the shit list over QPR. I think he bloody well is. Anyway, Rotherham have actually failed to score in the last 3 away matches in the Championship. They've also lost those last 3 heading into this. Just 1 win the past 4 for them. That was against Preston at home. On the flip side, QPR just 1 defeat the past 4. That was against Rovers, of course, on the bloody road. Quick look at the bookies odds on this one then, shall we? We'll have a look at that one. Take a listen on Tuesday night as well. 23 to 20 in favour of QPR. 94 is yours. 23 to 10 is your bloody away win. Of course, QPR come into this sitting in 18th spot, but a win for them. They also could go as high as 11th. On the flip side, Rotherham come into this in 19th spot, and they could also go as high as 11th with a big fat W on this one. I will go sideways on this one with a win for QP bloody. And that's right, 2-1 win in the end for QPR to take it to the bank. Next up, we have Stoke taking on Norwich, of course. High flyers indeed. Stoke just outside the playoffs. Norwich doing very, very well. Let's take a close look at this then. These two played each other 55 times in the past. 21 wins for Stoke, 17 wins for Norwich, and 17 bloody draws. Their last 6, though, sees 2 wins for Stoke, 1 wins for Norwich, and 3 bloody draws, including a draw last time they played each other at the Bet365, which was back in April 2019. Heading into this, Norwich have actually got a clean sheet in the last 3 matches. Stoke have also won their last 3 home matches as well, and Norwich are actually undefeated in their last 8 in the Championship heading into this. They come into this, though, 3 wins in the past 4 for them. The other one was a draw. On the flip side, same can be said for Stoke. 3 wins in the past 4 as well, with one of those being a defeat to Watford. There's no odds on this one because it's a Bet365 bloody 5, but a look at the table suggests a win for Norwich will, guess what, will remain top of the pops. Oh yeah, with a big fat top of the pops on this one. Of course, a win for Stoke in 7th. They could actually shoot to the top of the pops themselves. That's how close of a margin it is. I like Stoke at the moment. I think they're going to get the W on this one. I'm going to go with a 2-0 bloody win for the Stokies on this one. Next up, of course, we have Wycombe Wanderers taking on Huddersfield Town. Of course, maybe you could even think about this as a potential relegation 6.0. We'll have to wait and see as the season pans out. Anyway, their last 6, though, or the last time that the total times that these two sides have played has been 8. 6 wins for Huddersfield, nothing for Wycombe, and 2 bloody draws. The last 6, though, is 4 wins for Huddersfield, 2 draws, and nothing for Wycombe. Of course, last time played them, which was in Adams Park back in 2012. It was a 6-0 win for Huddersfield. The goal scorers on the day, Jordan bloody Rose. He not got 1 of them, he not got 2 of them, he got 5 bloody goals. That's right, Oscar Gobin on the score sheet as well for Huddersfield. Huddersfield actually won their last 4 matches against Wycombe in all competitions. We know about that already, and Huddersfield actually kept a clean sheet in 5 of their 6 matches against Wycombe in all competitions as well. They come into this, though, 1 win at the past 6. That's Huddersfield. That was against Millwall. Just 1 defeat the past 5 for Wycombe. They were on a bit of a run, and that defeat was against Nottingham Forest, of course, a couple of games back. Look at the bookies' odds on this one. Wycombe 23 to 10 for the victory, 23 to 20 is Huddersfield. They are the favourites. 25 is your draw. Win for Huddersfield in 16th. They could have mathematically go up to 11th. So a win for Huddersfield in 16th spot could actually shoot up as high as 11th spot, of course. Win for their opposition, which are Wycombe, of course, currently find themselves in 22nd spot. Could go as high as 21st, which is out of the drop zone. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm going with a cheeky 1-0 win for Wycombe to continue their recent good bit of form and, of course, push up the table. Next up, we have informed bloody Barnsley taking on Brentford, of course, the Battle of the Bees. These two sides played each other in the past 31 times. 7 wins for Barnsley, 13 wins for Brentford, and 11 bloody draws. Of course, the last 6, 3 wins for Barnsley, 1 for Brentford, and 2 bloody draws. Of course, last time played each other, which was in Oakwell, which was back in September 2019. 3-1 win for Brentford. Of course, Ollie Watkins with a hat-trick, but he's no longer at the club. Collie Woodrow, the one goal scorer for Barnsley on that match. Anyway, heading into this, Barnsley have actually kept a clean sheet in 8 of the last 10 matches at home. They've also, Brentford have also drawn their last 3 matches, and Barnsley have, on the flip side, have actually won their last 3 home matches. So looking very, very good at the moment. Just 1 defeat the past 6 for Barnsley. Same can be said for Brentford, just 1 defeat the past 6 for them. On the flip side, Barnsley's form is absolutely incredible. 4 wins at the past 5 for them. They are looking up the bloody table. On the flip side, just 1 win the past 6 for Brentford heading into this. So actually falsely representing their form there. Anyway, heading into this 5-2 for Barnsley, they look pretty good at the moment. 21 to 10 is Brentford. 12 to 5 is your draw. Of course, the win for Barnsley currently find themselves in 13th spot. Could actually see them rise all the way up to bloody 8th. They're absolutely kicking it and taking names. Meanwhile, on the flip side, Brentford coming to this in 11th, and with them, they also could go as high as bloody 8th. I've actually gone with a cheeky 1-1 draw on this one. I can't really separate 2 sides, so I'm playing it safe right down the bloody middle. 1-1 on that one. Next up, of course, we have the biggest game of the whole week. Is Preston North End against Blackburn. I've got extensive coverage of this game, hopefully on my channel. I haven't recorded it yet, but it will be on there shortly. So make sure to check that out. We'll have the match preview, we'll have the match review, of course. There won't be any watch longs, I don't think. We might be able to work it out, but I don't think so. But anyway, heading into this, these two sides played each other 103 times in the past. 44 wins for Preston, 30 wins for Rovers, and 29 draws. So we need to play some catch up with these, and the form is not great heading into this. The last 6 though sees 4 wins for Preston, nothing for Rovers, and 2 bloody draws, including including a draw last time played each other, which was at Ewood Park back in January 2020. Last time played each other at Deepdale was all the way back in October 2019, of course. 3-2 win for Preston, despite Rovers taking a 2-goal bloody lead. Declan Rowe with the big fat OG, Sam Gallagher as well, Tom Parkhurst and Tom with a couple of goals there, actually. Daniel Johnson also on the score sheet for Preston in a 3-2 win. Heading into this, Preston have actually got at least 3 goals in the last 3 home matches against Blackburn in all competitions. They also won those last 3 home matches against Blackburn in all competitions as well. They come into this though, Preston looking pretty good for themselves. 2 wins in the past 3. On the flip side, Rovers unbeaten in 3, picking up a couple, our form heading into this is picking up 5 points over the past 9, whereas Preston have actually picked up 6 out of the past 9. So they've got more points over the past 6 games, in fact, if you want to look at it that way. A look at the bookies odds then, shall we? What do we have on the bookies odds? It is Preston 29-20 for the victory. 9-5 is Rovers. 23-10 is your draw. Rovers coming to this in 14th, and win for them, they could go as high as 8th. Preston coming to this in 12th, and the win for them, they could also go as high as 8th on this one. I believe in goals in this one. I think there's going to be plenty of them, but I don't think Rovers are going to get the win. I think it's going to be a 2-2 bloody draw. Next up, we have Bournemouth taking on Nottingham Forest, of course. Let's take a look at this, though. And these two sides played each other 11 times in the past. 3 wins for Bournemouth, 4 wins for Nottingham Forest, and 4 bloody draws. The last 6, though, sees 2 wins for Bournemouth, 3 wins for Forest, and 1 bloody draw. Last time played each other in competitive action was at the City Ground. That was a 2-1 win for Nottingham Forest. Jamal Lascelles, Henry Lansbury as well, back in 2015. Andrew Sermon on the goal scorer sheet for Bournemouth in a 2-1 loss for them. Last time played each other at the Vitality was also same season, 2-1 win for Forest as well. Back-to-back wins for them. They actually got to go all the way back to 2008 for Bournemouth's last victory over Bournemouth. That's a lie. That's a lie. Back in 2014, they win them 4-1. Heading into this, Forest have actually failed to score in 5 of the last 7 matches away from home. They've also won their last 3 matches against Bournemouth in all competitions, though. So they like playing Bournemouth, and they haven't played them in a long time, but they'll have to see what they got in the lock on this one. Anyway, heading into this, Forest have actually just won twice in the past 6 games. On the flip side, Bournemouth have actually just won 3 times in the past 6 games, but only 1 loss as well. So looking very, very good at the moment. Of course, they are current leaders, I believe, at the top of the table. Look at the table. Look at the situation in the bookies. 4-3 on for Bournemouth. 4-1 is your draw. 5-2 is your away win. Of course, on this one, Bournemouth not top. They're second. Win for them. They could go top. Win for Forest, who go and find themselves in 20th spot. Could go as high as 14th in the bloody table. I'm going to go with Bournemouth on this one with a 3-1 win to take it to the house, take 3 points, and keep on moving on. Kicking on forward, we do have Millwall taking on Reading, of course, but we'll get to that one in a minute. Next up is Middlesbrough against Derby, of course. These two sides played each other in the past. It's 147 times, 63 wins for Borough, 50 wins for Derby, and 34 draws. The last 6, though, sees 1 win for Borough, 2 wins for Derby, and 3 draws. Last time played each other was at the Roverseas. It was a 2-2 draw back in January 2020. Lewis Wing, Patrick Renee on the score sheet for Middlesbrough, Jason Knight, and Dwayne Holmes on the score sheet for Derby. Heading into this, Middlesbrough have actually failed to score in the last 3 matches. Derby have also failed to score in the last 3 matches as well. They're coming to this, though, 1 defeat the past 6 for Middlesbrough. That was against Norwich just the other day. On the flip side, Derby need a result. They're actually winless in at least 6 games. Only 1 win so far this season. Rotated to the bottom of the table, and that includes West Ham, Sheffield Wednesday. What am I talking about? Anyway, heading into this, of course, the bookies odds take place on Wednesday night. It's 11-10 on for Middlesbrough. They are the favourites. 10-3 is your away win. 9-4 is your bloody draw. Of course, Derby coming to the 6 points on the board. A win for them. They could actually go to 21st in the table, which would be out the drop zone. On the flip side, Middlesbrough coming to this 8th, and win for them. They could actually go as high as 7th with a big fat W on this one. I've gone with Middlesbrough to take it 2-0 win over Wayne Rooney's bloody Derby. That's right. Next up, we have Millwall taking on Reading, of course. Now, these two sides played each other in the past 47 times, 21 wins for Millwall, 19 wins for Reading, and 7 bloody draws. The last 6, though, sees 4 wins for Millwall, 2 wins for Reading, and no draws. Last time played each other, of course, was at the Den back in January 2020. It was 2-0 win for Millwall. Matt Smith on the score sheet again. John Dardy Babadson as well on the score sheet for Millwall in a 2-0 win. Heading into this, of course, Reading have actually conceded at least 3 goals in the last 4 matches. Millwall have actually drawn the last 3 matches as well. Reading having lost the last 4. Actually, terrible form for them. Picking up only 4 defeats on the spin for them. On the flip side, Millwall just 1 win in the past 6 for them. I was against Preston away from home as well. Heading into this, the bookies odds on this one: 21-24 Millwall, 23-10 is your draw, 13-5 is your away win. Of course, Reading now down into 6th, still in the playoffs, but a win for them. They could also go back top of the pops. Millwall come to in 9th and win for them. They could actually go above Stoke into 7th. I've gone with a 1-0 win for Millwall. I think Reading will do a result pretty soon, but I don't think it's going to happen this time. I think Millwall will grind one out. He'll nick it with a 1-0 win and take it to the house. Next up, we have Bristol City against Watford, of course. These two sides have played each other in the past. 39 times, 15 wins for Bristol City, 13 wins for Watford, and 11 draws, of course. The last 6, though, sees 2 wins apiece and 2 draws. Last time played, though, was at Vicarage Road in the FA Cup back in 2018. It was a 3-0 win for Watford with Carriello, Torridini, and Capui on the score sheet. However, last time played in the league at Thrashton Gate was all the way back in 2013. It was a 2-0 win for Bristol City. Craig Cunningham on the score sheet, Paul Anderson as well. Heading into this, Bristol have actually won their last 3 matches in the Championship, and they're looking back up on the table, of course. 3 wins on the spin. On the flip side, Watford just won defeat the past 6 times against Barnsley away from home all the way back at the end of October. Look at the bookies odds on this one then, shall we? What do we have on the bookies odds? Bookies odds. It is Bristol City. Where are we? I've lost them. It's 11-4 for Bristol City, 23-10 is your evens. Bloody Stevens for the victory for Watford. And so Watford coming to us in 5th, but with them they could go top of the pops. Oh yeah, top of the pops. And a win for Bristol City, they could also go top of the pops. So who will become top of the pops with the big fat W? Probably going to be a draw, and I think I'm going with a draw. That's right, 2-2 draw in the end, which will probably favour Watford, I think, to take points off the big ones at the top of the table. And then kicking on forward is Coventry against Cardiff. It's the battle of the seas. Now these two sides played each other 39 times in the past. 12 wins for Coventry, 18 wins for Cardiff, and 9 bloody draws. The last 6 sees nothing for Coventry, 4 wins for Cardiff, and 2 bloody draws. Last time they played each other at Coventry when they were hosting it in the league was all the way back in 2011. It was a 1-1 draw, probably at the Rico Arena as well. Lucas Jakowicz on the score sheet for Coventry. Peter Whittingham scored for Cardiff, of course. Rest in peace, legend, Rovers legend, of course. Coventry have actually failed to win 9 of the last 10 matches as well, heading into this bad boy. Of course, Coventry 1 win in the past 6 for them, 1 win in the past 6 for Cardiff. They're looking wobbly at the moment. Quick look at the bookies odds then, shall we, on this one? Coventry are 11-5 for the victory, 5-4 is Cardiff, 23-10 is your draw on this one. Coventry coming to this in 21st spot, but a win for them could actually go to 19th. Cardiff are actually in 15th for the moment, but a win for them, they could also go as high as 11th in the bloody table. I've gone with the Cardiff away win here with a 1-0 win to take it to the house and again kick their season onwards and upwards. Next up, or finally, should we say, Swansea City taking on Sheffield Wednesday in the battle of the S's. Of course, these two sides played each other 31 times in the past. 7 wins for Swansea, 13 wins for Sheffield Wednesday, and 11 bloody draws. Of course, it is Tony Pulis' second game in command. Anyway, the last time played each other at Wales was all the way back in 2007. Oh, no, it's actually this year. Back in July, in lockdown, 2-1 win for Swansea. Ryan Brewster and Andre Ayew on the score sheet for the hosts. Onto Hoo on score sheet for Sheffield Wednesday as they could only get a consolation goal. Swansea actually kept a clean sheet in 6 of the last 8 home matches. Sheffield Wednesday actually failed to score in 5 of the last 6 matches as well, heading into this. Just 1 win in the past 6 for Sheffield Wednesday. That was against Bournemouth. On the flip side, just 1 defeat the past 6 for Swansea. That was against Norwich. Heading into this, the bookies odds then, shall we? It is 22-19 on for Swansea. No stone cold favourites, 25 is draw, 3-1 is your away win. Of course, Sheffield Wednesday coming to this in 23rd spot at the moment, but for them, they could actually go out of the drop zone for the first time this season with a big fat W over Coventry. On the flip side, Swansea coming to this in 4th and for them, they could go top of the pops, boys. Top of the pops with a big fat W in the end. And that's what I've gone with. I've gone with a 2-1 win. The Pulis bandwagon will have to wait. So 2-1 win for Swansea. And again, that's just my pickaroonies for this one. So that concludes this round of matches, of course. And if I'm right, this is what the table will look like at the end of it. Bournemouth will lead the charge with 26 points on the board so far. 1 defeat this season, and that's it. On the flip side, there'll be Swansea City in 2nd spot. Stoke, Bristol City, Norwich, and Watford make up your power 6. Down the third table, it's Derby, Coventry, and Wycombe Wanderers going down. As it stands, Rovers not doing too well either in mid-table after their shambles against Preston. We'll have to wait and see, though, if that all comes true. If it does, although you're going to come back and give me a big fat thumbs up. Anyway, just give me a big fat thumbs anyway. And also, if you're new, bang your subscribe. Keep your bangers with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, whoa, football related. We're going to all here under one bloody roof ski. And again, I'm on the road, so the videos are coming. They're a little bit stodgy, they're a little slow. They're not as clean cut as they used to be. Just my face. That's it. But hopefully we'll have the rest of them on the old channel a little bit later on this week. But until then, though, I'll let you get out of here. Smash the thumbs up, smash subscribe, and I'll see you on the other side.